Every week, my co-host Melissa Wallace and I will provide you with my team's unique marketing approach to selling homes and share with you our expertise in navigating the home buying process. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And hello to all our South Shore neighbors. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined by my co-host tonight, Kristen Howlett.
How is everyone?
Hi.
Hello, South Shore.
Hello. I'm going to respond for everybody on the South Shore. We're doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Kristen.
How could you not be doing great? Look at it outside. It's 4th of July, my favorite holiday ever.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful out. It's great. It's going to be a great week, too.
It's going to be a great week.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of time on your hands, which is so
it's gonna be so strange to have a couple days off all in a row. So yeah,
you're not gonna know what to do with yourself.
I have a lot of home projects that I need to complete. So I'm still making my house a home. So I have some things that I got to do for this weekend. So but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to have some time off. Do you have any time off coming up in the next couple of days?
I do. I'm taking tomorrow off.
Very nice.
I'm taking tomorrow off, and we're going to the beach. First time at the beach this whole summer.
Oh, what beach do you go to?
Tomorrow we're going to Marshfield. We're going to Wrexham.
Oh, are you
actually Sunrise? Yeah, we're meeting our friends the ODs, and we're going to go to the beach. And then Ellen is on Wrexham. We're going to stop by and say hi to her. Her son's home from Chicago.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to say hi, and then
we'll tell them I said
fireworks tomorrow night.
Oh, is it tomorrow night?
In Marshfield.
Oh, awesome.
But it's I don't think the tide's on our side this year.
Oh, no.
So I'm okay. I was worried about Honey with the fireworks. So I think we're just going to have a great beach day, chill out, and then I think we might hang out in Bridgewater on 4th of July.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We're having a patio put in.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow. See, you came in today. I was upstairs sitting at my desk, and you came in through the front door. I can hear you jingling, and you said hi to me, and I was singing back to you, and I said, I've missed you so.
What was I
singing
singing?
you in so long.
God bless America.
And I was singing, I've missed you so.
I'm trying to share this on Facebook.
All right. Well, you're sharing a picture that we just took.
I'm sharing our live.
Oh, we're live. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everyone can tune in.
Yes, we are live on Facebook, so be sure to follow us. Talk Real Estate Roundtable is what you are listening to. So if you want to also watch us, we're live on Facebook for Sharon Costa McNamara. We're on McNamara Horton Group. We're Boston Connect Real Estate. We're also on LinkedIn. And you can follow us on YouTube, too. So we're live on YouTube.
Isn't it crazy? We've really come a long way.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, typically you would join me all of the time. And now I feel like you only join me once a month to do
I know. I was going to say,
we
really need to get a schedule together.
You got to step it up because I've missed you so.
It's just been busy. I've been so busy.
Well, we're going to get into that part of it.
Normally this time of the year, I'm pretty tan, and I'm not.
I think that is a good problem to have, is that you're not very tan because you've just been so busy. And that was part of the reason why I was singing to you as you walked through the front door, because you've just been so busy, and I haven't seen you in so long, which is a good problem to have. But we are live, and you can communicate with us too. So if you want to give us a call at WATD, it's 781-837-4900. You can also text that number, 781-837-4900. I believe we have Larry in studio tonight. Larry, are you there?
Yeah, are you there?
I am there.
Hi, Larry.
So give Larry a ring. Again, 781-837-4900. You can call or text that number if you want to talk to us. Say hi. Let us know what you're doing for the 4th of July. Do you have time off? We would love to know.
Are you going to any fireworks?
Are you going to any fireworks? We've been posting.
Parades?
So be sure to follow Boston Connect Real Estate on Facebook and on Instagram because we've been posting all of the local parades and even down the Cape and the islands, parades and fireworks and stuff. So
I got to give a shout out to Bridgewater because my cute little hometown does a fantastic 4th of July.
I've never seen the fireworks for the 4th of July
They do
in
a
Bridgewater.
great fireworks celebration.
Good.
And there's a parade in the morning, and BSU has a fun thing, and there's food trucks and all sorts of stuff. But it really is an awesome celebration.
Good. Well, I sort of skipped over this part at the beginning, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to reintroduce yourselves to all of our listeners in case they haven't caught one of the many shows you've been on with me.
Okay. Well, hello, South Shore neighbors. My name is Kristen Howlett. I am a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. I've been here for 6 years, I believe. I service anywhere on the South Shore, beyond Cape Cod, Boston, you name it. Mm-hmm. If you would like to have an analysis, a comparative analysis done in your home, happy to do that. Or if you are looking to buy, happy to help with that. My phone number is 617-448-4896, 617-448-4896. And you can also reach me at Kristen@BostonConnect.com.
So I kind of started off this show on this past Saturday, with Tracy Grady, who is also a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate with her husband, Jim. They make up the Grady team. And we talked a lot about, being a team in real estate and how that works for them. But I wanted to sort of continue on the discussion because not only is the Grady team busy, so are you. So I wanted to sort of get your perspective on a couple things that we touched upon on Saturday. And something that we had mentioned a couple Saturdays ago, Sharon and I, we realized that a lot of our listeners, they either listen to Tuesday night's show or they listen to Saturday morning's show. So it's sort of a mixed crowd for both of them. So, and then of course we have some listeners that listen to every single one of our shows, and we appreciate that. But I sort of wanted to bring the topic up on a Tuesday because I would love to get your perspective and expertise on some of these things that we were talking about previously. So I gave Tracy the opportunity. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity. What's going on in your business right now?
Well, I'm gearing up to probably have the best year of my career.
Yay! Mm-hmm. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, it's been really busy, but I last year made a conscious effort, and I have to say I'm not even doing half as much as I really wanted to do. But I think I'm a big manifester and intention. So, it's been really busy. I think that real estate, we spent a good portion of the first half of the year worried about some things that were happening in our industry, and it doesn't seem to be what we all thought. Things, it's business as usual. And, we kind of just, paused for a minute, pivoted, and real estate is one of those industries that everybody has a house to sell and everybody has a home to buy.
Yeah.
There's always, there's
always
to
going
go
to be
around.
buyers. There's always going to be sellers.
And you know what? It's just finding the right people and finding out who we can help. And that's it.
And making that connection too. So, you came in today and you told me a story about a client that you're going to be working with. And I thought it would be great to share sort of, not giving any specifics out, with names or addresses, but just give a little highlight on how you came across some of these people in your business.
So this was a random phone call from Google, and it's a great listing. It's an estate sale. And I ended up, someone's always listening. So something came up on my Facebook, and all of a sudden I put two and two together, and it turns out that I know this person's daughter.
Yeah.
So and I had told you that I had to do the walkthrough last week, and was drawn to her, and it's not an easy. I was saying that today. I had a closing this morning, and it was an estate sale as well, and that's not easy. It's not an easy thing for the families to do. In my closing this morning, the gentleman passed away. I think he was in his 90s. It was in Bridgewater, and I talked to. It was an OG closing where the sellers were there. They signed in pen and paper.
Yeah,
and it was awesome. And last week we met with the sellers. They came up from North Carolina. Their dad had passed away, and they came up from North Carolina. And my buyers met with them to go over some furniture that they wanted to leave. And I say all the time, like, some agents don't like when sellers and buyers mix, but my people, they do it all the time. And I attract the best people.
You know what? I feel like you do too, because in the past year or two, I feel like I've either met some of your clients or I've just been, a part of some of their stories that you're telling me. And I can't say it enough that you really do attract some great people in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't even, I did get fired once, and that was a good thing.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've never had a client that I didn't absolutely love. And you know what? This one worked out because it was both the seller and the buyer. But, I think it's interesting that I have two back-to-back that are estate sales.
Well, I think it's interesting that you brought that up about how, the buyer and the seller met and they're going over a couple things, in the home. And we've talked about this before on the show about, a buyer's agent and a seller's agent. And we're not working against each other. We're coming together and making things work and making things fair for everybody at play. And I feel like in that scenario with you and the buyers and the sellers, like, it's sort of just a perfect marriage. Like, it's just coming together, like both the sellers and the buyers just being great in what they're doing in their position, and you as an agent as well, being able to bring it together and just let everybody know, like, we're working together here. Like, let's come together and come up with, And
I'll tell the quick story about this one. These are first-time buyers that I was referred to from a great lender that I've worked with in the past. Ron Hill, he's amazing. And Ron used to be Jake's hockey coach when Jake played, little mites hockey. And he referred these wonderful clients. They were super sweet first-time buyers. And we looked at one house in Pembroke, and then we looked at a house in Bridgewater, and they really liked it. And they're very thoughtful. And this was a big deal to them. So they went, they looked. We were able to get in for the open house. We were able to get in on Sunday for the next open house. They took their time. They were able to ask questions. The listing broker was amazing. He answered every single question for us. And then, in the end, when the offer deadline came on Monday, my buyers just felt like, you know what? It's a little bit too fast. Like, we're not ready to make this big decision yet. So they kind of thought that it was gone, and Monday came and went, and it wasn't under agreement yet. So I kept looking, and then I think it was like Tuesday morning, I reached out to the broker and just said, did we miss it? Is it still on? And he said, we are working through an offer, but it's not perfect. So we put in an offer, and we ended up getting it a little bit under asking price.
Wow.
And they were able to get a home inspection.
Wow.
And we were able to close quickly. And we joked today because the buyer was saying, in the beginning, she wasn't sure, that she almost felt like it was jinxing it, that like, how could I fall in love with the first house and get the first house?
Yeah, I know.
But I'm like, you know what? When it's easy, it's meant to be.
It really is.
Yeah. There was not one blip, nothing.
Yeah.
It's a great house. It's a perfect house for them. It's very well, it's an older house, but it's very well maintained in a great neighborhood. And you know what? They're going to be so happy there.
Well, I'm glad that you guys went back and asked the question, did we miss the opportunity for this? Because we've been talking about this a lot the past couple weeks on at least the Saturday shows. Sharon and I have she has seen, and I don't know if you have seen this, but she's seen a decrease in private showings and an increase of people coming to open houses. Yeah. And then, still getting offers on properties, but not the 24 offers that she has to go through or even the 10 offers. It's, a couple offers, which any offer is a great offer, but.
Well, I think the buyers are, they're still, they have a little PTSD from these buyers had been looking a year and a half before. Yeah. And then they stopped. They were renting. Yeah. So they were definitely, a little gun shy. But I do feel like that. Even I have a great listing that's closing mid-July, and I would have thought that we would have had 50 offers on it. It's in a great neighborhood. It's fantastic. We got one fabulous offer.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Fabulous offer.
Yep.
But going back to what I was saying was, we were talking about this, Sharon and I were talking about this on a Saturday show, and just being like, some of the feedback that she had received from buyers or buyers agents was, they saw the activity that was going on at the open house, and they just didn't feel like they could compete with, a bunch of offers. And Sharon was like, I have 2 offers or 3 offers. Like if your buyers want to throw their hat in the ring, I say, do it.
Yeah. Let's start a conversation. Yeah.
But
let's normalize like negotiating and talking, and not I think what's happening is buyers are looking at things and they're thinking, all right, I really like it, but I don't feel like I want to go in $50,000 over asking price, or even $20,000 over asking price. And you know what? I didn't listen to Saturday, but I'm sure you guys touched upon the fact that pricing's a little difficult now because we're not quite sure. We're seeing a lot of price changes. We're seeing a lot of price drops, and sometimes the houses that are sitting on the market, they just weren't priced right from the get-go. Not that the agent didn't do their work, but it's difficult to price right now.
Well, it's difficult to price emotional value. Yep. So, all you can do is go through your research and say, this is what the fair market value is. And when you're having these discussions with your seller, and say, this is sort of the range that I feel as though your offers may come in at. Anything over this is emotional value. So we can't put a number on that, because somebody could come in and, blow everybody out of the water. And some people can come in and say, you know what, I agree with the fair market value.
Yeah.
And I sort of feel as though if you get, at or a little above asking, like you price the house according to the condition that it's in.
Yep.
That you've done your job.
Yep.
And I think that because there were so many sellers getting these crazy numbers over asking, and that was all emotional value. And of course, the great rates at the time, which were very different from right now in this moment. But you couldn't put a number on that. And I think buyers are being a little bit more conservative with, where their emotional value is in that point.
Yeah. And I think that they're listening to, a lot of the experts who are, there's varying opinions, but one today that I heard was, and this made me crazy a lot of the times, because I always like to stay in my lane. I'm not a lender. I don't pretend to be a lender. I will give, I'll put some things in a mortgage calculator for somebody and give them a rough estimate, because I want them to know. Some buyers aren't sure. Well, if we take in taxes, I can round up what your insurance might be, but like, this is what a monthly, based on what you're putting down, could look like at this price range. But other than that, I don't pretend. And one of the big things was, we heard a lot of marry the house, date the rate. And the rates haven't changed much.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of those people that, kind of got into it thinking, oh, I can refinance in a year, 2 years, and we're still at the same rate. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. I think it's like, if you can figure out how much you want to spend per month, and you can comfortably do that, find the house that you want. If the rates go down, bonus for you. If not, you are comfortably at a spot where, and I do think that, at least my first time home buyers. Like I just had a great couple came in, and they're super realistic. They're very well qualified, but they're like, we don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah.
We only want to be at this. And they're very picky about what they see, and they're not jumping at the first one because, they're taking their time. And that's what we want.
Yeah, that is what we want, because a couple years from now we don't want to get a phone call and say, why did you let me buy this house?
Oh my gosh, that is one of my things that I say to my buyers all the time. My worst fear is for you to come back to me saying, Kristen, how could you let me buy this house?
Yeah.
I want you to have all your information. I want you to be able to make an educated decision and really feel good about the decision that you make.
Well, that's why it's not just you. Like, you are a part of a team. So it is the lender, it's the attorney, it's you, it's the other agent as well. Like, it's everybody working together to come to a common end point, which is the closing table. But, I discussed this on Saturday's show. I worked with Jasmine from Maritime Mortgage, and I knew 100% along the whole entire journey that she was never going to let me buy a house that I couldn't afford, or that I was going to turn around in 6 months and say, oh my gosh, what did I do?
None of us were.
No, none of it. Now, I had a whole team behind me beyond the people I just listed. So, I always knew I was always going to be comfortable and okay. And I always knew that she would call me one day and say, hey, it's time to refinance because, the rates are,
And that's important.
And it hasn't happened yet, which means I'm okay with my rate here.
Yep.
It hasn't gotten any better since I purchased in November. But yeah, no, it like I said, it's not just on you. It's the whole team that goes behind it.
Yep. So there are a lot of new listings coming on. Maybe not this week because it's a holiday week. Lots of new listings. I'm at this weird crossroads too, where I have another listing coming on, an empty nester. Her son's going off to college, so we're going to be listing that in about a week. So I have two ends of the spectrum. And my other closing that's in mid-July is also another empty nester. Kid just graduated from high school off to college, and they're ready to downsize. So, I'm going to be in that spot too. So
yeah,
it's one of those, I have a lot of first time buyers. So I have, a couple of different pockets of, people and buyers and sellers.
Okay. So you're working with buyers right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is some of the things that they're looking for? One of your clients is calling you right now.
She is. Leda, I'm on the radio show.
Leda, we're on the radio show.
Leda. I just helped Leda's mom sell her condo in Brockton, and she just is in a 55 plus.
Yeah.
And I'm so obsessed with her. She is the cutest thing in the entire world. And Owen's obsessed with her too. Owen, we just, she didn't have a spot. She had to have some stuff done in her place, moved her, had her floors done and had it repainted. And she had a big freezer, so it was in my garage for a while. And Owen just dropped it off for her the other day and set it all up. He loves her.
Yeah.
But anyways, what are they looking for as far as, I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah. Like, are they looking for a 2-bedroom ranch? Are they looking for?
Yeah, 3.
What to have for dinner tonight?
Okay, so I have two groups that are very similar. First time buyers. They're both looking. One is about maybe just over 4, maybe under 450 price range. 2 bedrooms. They're looking really anywhere. They don't really want a fixer-upper. But, yeah, 2 bedrooms. They'd be happy with 1 bath. Something smaller, definitely a starter home. The other buyers are a little bit higher in budget, maybe low 5s. They're looking for 3 beds. 2 baths would be great. They're looking anywhere from Attleboro, Rentham, any up off of 495, that area. So they just looked at one in Upton. They're kind of looking everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I have another buyer who's got looking for a condo. I had a crappy story about that today with an agent that kind of made me upset, but whatever.
Why? What happened?
Well, we had been talking, and she knows this is I'm not going to say where it is. She knows this complex. We lost out on one over there. She knows that that's where she wants to be. She is coming in from New Jersey. She's going to be a medical student. So she wants to get in before September. And I reached out to the agent. I think the condo might be a little bit overpriced, but it's been sitting for a little bit. But there's a renter in there, and we're limited on showing availability. So it can only be Sundays or Wednesdays. Okay. So on Sunday, I couldn't do Sunday at this 12 o'clock time that he had. So he offered Wednesday, which would have been tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So I said, okay, you know what? She's very well qualified. She's putting down more than 20%. She's a great buyer. And so we talked on the phone on Monday, and I said, you know what? How about we leave it at this? If you get anything, because he had a showing on Monday, I said, if anything comes in, if you get an offer, just reach out to me, just as a courtesy. Just let me know, and I'll talk to you.
You had a showing on Monday, but I thought you could only have...
I'm sorry, Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday.
You almost just made me mad there.
No, Sunday. I'm sorry. It was, he had a 12 o'clock that canceled, and then he had another one at 12:30, Sunday. So he texted me this morning. So the way that we left it, I confirmed with him for Wednesday. Mm-hmm. But what I did say to him is, I'm not sure if she'll be here, but I'm not sure with the holiday. As I'm typing this, I'm realizing that it's July 3rd. So as I'm typing this, I'm not sure if she'll be there, but I'm confirming, like, I would be there. I can preview it for her. Mm-hmm. Then I went on. I texted him the next day and just let him know that she's a great buyer. This is what she's interested in. She was going to put an offer in. Mm-hmm. She would have even put an offer in sight unseen. That's how much she wants this. He texted me this morning. I was in the shower. I had my phone in the shower. Soapy hair.
What are you doing?
Text me this morning and said, do you still want
the condo?
Do you still want the showing for Wednesday?
Okay.
And I said, yes. And he said, do you still want the 12 o'clock Wednesday? Which I thought it was at 4, which that's what stuck out with me. I said, yes, with my showery, soapy hands. And that was at 8:16 a.m. And he said, thank you. And I said, something told me, ask him, why is he asking that? Does he have any offers? So that was about an hour later. Any offers in hand? Yes. Will she have a chance to submit an offer with a showing tomorrow? No. It came in last night. I'm confused.
I can see because you have your text so large.
I just had to do that because I'm like, what? Why did you ask me up here if I still wanted the 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that text say, hey I have an offer? And I said, I'm just confused. I thought we agreed that you would call me and let me know if you got an offer. I'm not asking for preferential treatment, but that would just be a professional courtesy.
Yeah.
Oh, right?
Gosh. Yeah.
So I had already confirmed with her, and I had to break her heart.
No.
It's just things like that.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is.
Well, you know what? Hopefully there will be another one either in that complex or something even better that comes on, and she'll fall in love with that. And she'll be able to go.
She'll get something better.
She'll be able to go. Where was I going to say go with that? I don't know what I was going to go with that. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, you're listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I'm joined by my co-host tonight, Kristen Howlett, who is a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. You can join in on the discussion by going to Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, LinkedIn. You can follow Boston Connect Real Estate, McNamara Horton Group, Sharon Costa McNamara. You can
Kristen Howlett Real Estate.
Kristen Howlett Real Estate. You can comment there, or you can give Larry a call at WATD at 781-837-4900, or you can text that number, 781-837-4900. Yeah, so what else? What else?
So,
give me another update.
Okay, so I have 2 listings that will be going live. One is a fantastic ranch in Bridgewater.
Oh.
3 bedrooms, 1 bath, super cute. I just booked pictures with Rich Ryan for next Friday, I believe. The other is, I actually didn't get the listing agreement signed back, so I'm not going to really talk about that one yet.
Yeah.
And I have another great listing coming on. This one's been pushed off because they are building, so it's, a little complicated. But that one is coming on in Taunton, and I think we're shooting for mid-August with that one. And that's adorable.
Good.
Like, so cute. The cutest backyard I've ever seen.
Oh,
great
good.
little neighborhood.
A new construction? Or is that
it was a flip they bought during
okay.
COVID, right before COVID, June of 2020. And yeah, it's cute. It's a cape. I love a cape.
Yeah.
I love a cape. It's a 3-bedroom cape. It's very young. It was completely renovated when they bought it, and they put in central AC, and they did the backyard. He's a landscaper, and he did such a great job. So that one's probably going to come on like just under 5. I'm just waiting to pull the trigger on that one. And trying to think, I feel like I have some other exciting things. Oh, well, we have Cochise that I'm there every other weekend.
Why don't you talk about that?
We're waiting patiently for them to release the 3rd phase so we can go crazy with that. Yeah, that's. I told Mary a couple weeks ago, what I love about it is now I've been there. I'm there either Saturday or Sunday every other weekend. That was also one of my my manifestations was the beginning of the year too. I love doing open houses. I really do. I'm corny like that. I do little prizes. I do little things that. And for me, it was like, you know what? I'm going to commit to doing them. It helps out the McNamara Horton group, but also it puts me in front of buyers, and that's the best way. These are people that are going out every week, and I don't have to cold call. They're coming and looking at houses, and we make connections, and it's pretty easy. And if it's a slow day, I have tons of stuff I can do. I do videos, I do content, whatever. But I love when the buyers come in, even if they're not my buyers. I love when they come in and we've met. And then, like, one of them just moved in. And I love,
seeing them.
I love the whole thing. I love seeing this, like, thing of dirt. And all of a sudden, now there's a house on it. And it's framed. And I'm starting to see it come together. Yeah. And then they drive down every other weekend. And they look at the progress that's made. And I'm always like, yeah, come down. If I'm there, I'll walk in. It really is awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. New construction's fun.
You've learned to love it in the past couple of years that you've been helping them.
You know what it was? It's like Ava, when she was younger, she was a great swimmer, but the butterfly, somebody told her butterfly is the hardest stroke, and she was like, I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And she mastered it, and she had a mean butterfly.
Why do you think that people say that new construction is the hardest?
Well, I was going to say it was something that was foreign to me. I didn't know much about it. I didn't feel it would have been something that if somebody called me and wanted to, talk about new construction, I'd be like, okay, let me text Mary on the side and find out the scoop. But now I'm very well versed in it. Yeah. And, it's helped me with, I have other buyers that, I have another great condo coming on in Whitman, too, that I forgot about. Great buyers that are buying in East Bridgewater. And we're doing the whole process. And you know what? And I've been able to help them with decisions. And, it's fun.
Yeah. Are you helping? Is it you that's helping a couple purchase new construction and they have something to sell? Is that what you were just talking about? Okay. Because you met them here, right? I feel like they came into the conference room at some point.
Yep.
And I met them. So
so that's the condo in Whitman. We're going to be listing that. I think their delivery for their new construction is probably going to be like late October. So we're going to list their condo probably about September.
Oh, nice.
That's a great one. That's like super young. It's like maybe 3 years old. Beautiful townhouse in Whitman, right on Temple Street. It's adorable. Yeah, super
Very
cute.
Nice. Good. So, I mean, I just sort of wanted to go over some general real estate things that are going on, any trends that are going on.
I talked about me a lot tonight.
No, that was the point, because, I had this discussion with Tracy on Saturday, and we went over what's going on with the Grady team, and now I wanted to have, the discussion with you, because sometimes people forget that we sell real estate, which is so interesting.
I was just going to say, too, how about you? You can talk about us as a whole, because I feel like Boston Connect is killing it. Yeah. We are just, all of our hard work is paid off.
I am so busy.
Yeah.
And it is, again, it's a good problem to have. It is not a problem at all. I told Sharon, I go, when you reconcile the accounts, you're going to have so many deposits and so many checks in the past in June alone that I think I did more bookkeeping in June than I've done in 8 years. Like, it's just so busy. There's so much under agreement, and we're just so fortunate. Somebody called actually today. I answered the phone, and funny enough, it was a plumber, and he called and he said, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know, I see your signs everywhere, everywhere. I see your Boston Connect real estate signs everywhere. I just wanted to give you a call, give you my contact information if your clients need anything, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "I appreciate this phone call. I will take your contact information. However, my broker's husband is a plumber and owns McNamara Plumbing." And he goes, "Oh, yes, I know McNamara Plumbing. Great company."
How great of that to think outside the box and call. That is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. It was funny, and, good for him for, give us a call, but good for you guys for having so many signs out there.
Well, and the other thing too is we're this cute little boutique-y little place and we are, we're not a huge, that is number one, what drew me here, and number one that will always keep me here is I'm not interested in the big, the big box
We have
stores.
a bajillion agents that, it's like, well, if you do apples to apples, based on the number of agents that we have, we do pretty well.
We do.
But it's funny because my boyfriend, when he comes to visit me, he lives in Rhode Island for the time being. And he will come and say, "Oh, who has the listing near?" And there was one, Donna and Nadine had a listing right on the water on our way to Walmart. So he would say, "Oh, who has the listing on the way to Walmart?" And I'm like, "All right, well, which street?" Because at that time we had a couple in the area. So I'm like, "Okay, what street?" So he's describing it to me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's Donna and Nadine's listing. Oh, that's so-and-so's listing." We go by 49 Center Street, and they have, Sharon and Mary's sign out there, and he'll say, "Oh, who, is that Sharon and Mary's listing?" I'm like, "Yes, it is. That's the open house I was at."
We should do this. We talked about doing this before, is have people, well, of course, don't do it when you're driving, because that's illegal and against the law. But have your passenger snap a picture when you see a Boston Connect sign.
Yeah.
Snap a picture and then tag us in it.
Yeah, snap a picture, tag us in it, and who knows, maybe you'll get a gift card.
Maybe you'll get it. Yeah.
I have Dunkin' Donuts and I have Starbucks in my desk.
I know. Remember last week we went through all of them? We have a lot of them.
We have a lot of them, yeah. So we'll do a little contest. So anybody who drives by or walks by or flies by, whatever you do, a Boston Connect real estate sign between now and we'll give it next Tuesday. So we'll give you a week, and you post it on social media and you tag us. We'll give you a gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just.
I'm missing a sold rider. Did I leave it here?
I don't know. I don't keep track of your sold riders. I have to keep track of
it. Has my name on
whole
it.
company's riders, not just yours.
It has my name on it somewhere. I'm hoping I didn't let someone borrow it.
Maybe you left it in one of the houses.
I didn't.
Or maybe Lauren took it.
No, I didn't. I don't think so. I put my I have a little tag. I put my name on them because I'm super afraid of that happening. But anyways, I have to digress from real estate for a moment because I just realized that a fellow mom from Bridgewater just opened up a super cute online boutique on Baxter Ave, and she's asked me to promote her.
Oh, go ahead.
And I forgot that I have this cute top on.
Oh, it is very
Baxter
cute.
Ave. I'm going to tag her in my post. Isn't it adorable?
It is adorable.
And my pants are Baxter Ave too.
Wow, look at you.
I'm going to have you take a picture later.
Little fashionista.
Yeah, maybe I'll be the real estate influencer.
Well, I've been seeing some of the things that you've been posting, and I was like, oh, I wonder if she's involved in
just trying to help a girl out, I'm a girl's girl.
Hey, you own your business too, so
that's right.
She
was she is. I will promote her business, but I will never sell a house because she is 100% Mary Baker. OG.
Mary Horton.
When she worked with Mary, she was Mary Baker.
Oh,
yeah.
She did?
Mary and Sharon helped her build in Bridgewater.
Oh,
it was
nice.
a new construction.
Nice. I will also give another shout out. July 9th from 4 to 5:30 is the 50th anniversary of New England Villages. So they're doing an after hours there. So be sure to stop by. It's from 4 to 5:30 again on July 9th. May McNamara, she works over at New England Villages. So it's a great organization that helps those that need that help. So
that's so nice.
Yeah, it's really great. So again, July 9th from 4 to 5:30, 50th anniversary of New England Villages. So be sure to stop by their open house over there. We only have about 5 minutes left of the show. So why don't you do your final thoughts?
Well, I would love to talk about. I wish someone would let us know what they're doing for this 4th of July holiday.
What is everybody doing for the 4th of July holiday?
Did we already talk about it? I'm going to Marshfield.
Yeah, I'm going to Marshfield tomorrow.
Going to Marshfield tomorrow, the 3rd.
Now that you don't have your showing.
Mm-hmm. My kids are all going everywhere. Owen's going to Marshfield. Ava's going down the Cape. Jake is calling me.
Jake is calling you right now.
Mm-hmm. We're going to the Riv after this for pizza and beer.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Nice. It's a weird, right? It's like I'm in this weird headspace now because my kids are older and Owen's leaving for school the end of July, so I'm really in a weird headspace. But I just said the other day I had a panic that like summer's almost over. Like summer just started.
Like
there
2
were
weeks ago.
literally years that like the kids didn't get out of school till June 17th.
Yeah.
And we were trying to cram everything in. So, he just said the Riv is closed.
Oh no!
I feel like a lot of places are closed.
Christina's is closed, so that's why we have some time out. A lot of places are going to be closed for the holiday. It's a slow week for restaurants, anyways, because a lot of people go away on vacation or they have cookouts or especially if a place doesn't have outdoor seating and stuff like that. So you'll be able to try
Venus and Hanson.
Oh, Venus 3, yeah, probably open. But yeah, so. I'm doing a pool day, the day of 4th of July, doing a pool day. My boyfriend's parents have a pool, and then Friday's the big move. So my boyfriend's moving in on Friday.
Big
4th of July weekend. And then we have a party on Friday, and Sunday we reset. Get ready for
Monday,
a new week.
We are like right back at it. Next week, Brian and I are going to Nantucket for a couple days. And then after that, it's just, the countdown until Owen leaves.
Yeah.
And then August, I'm just going to be back at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel like you never really turned it off anyway. So, and that is a good and bad thing about you because you just admitted to the world that you had soap in your hair texting back an agent this morning in the shower. So you never turned it off. But why? Well,
I was secretly getting the updates about the Karen Reed trial in the shower.
Why don't you give your contact information out to everybody one more time in case they want to get in touch with you?
Kristen Howlett at Boston Connect is my email. My phone number is 617-448-4896. 617-448-4896. And honestly, what we should do is make an arrangement and you can come in and see our fabulous office here in Pembroke Center.
Come by.
We have a great office. We love having people in doing buyer's presentations or seller. You want to know what your house is worth? Come on in.
Yeah.
Sometimes Mel and I get Chinese food for lunch.
Yeah, sometimes we do. And, we haven't had because of the pollen and everything and the allergies that we're going through right now, we haven't had lunch on the porch. But I feel like it's died down a little bit. And I feel like we could.
We totally could.
Next week, you got to come in. We have lunch on the porch. So our little thing is that we sit out on the porch until somebody honks at us. So if you want to come by,
and we
have
love
lunch
bonjies too. We could do bonjies.
We could do it. Yeah, we could do
turkey
that.
sandwiches.
Karen Monroe is watching us on Facebook too, and she invited me to her cookout. So,
can I come too?
Yeah, come on by. I'm inviting her, Karen. But yeah, so we're actually going to take a little break here on Saturday as well. We're going to be replaying one of our shows.
Well-deserved break.
Yes, we're going to be replaying one of our shows on Saturday. So I'm going to be reaching out to Rob or anybody over at WATG tomorrow to give that information out. But yeah, so we'll be back live again next Tuesday here on Talk Real Estate Roundtable.
I'm sorry. South Shore neighbors. I just breathed really heavy into the microphone.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, you'll be back on a Tuesday. I think in 2 weeks you'll be back, and we're going to be doing our segment on, highlighting a community south of Boston. So if you have any suggestions of any towns that we haven't done already, give us a ring. We'd love to know which one you want to hear.
Don't forget, if you see any Boston Connect signs,
take a picture.
Take a pic.
Tag
us in it. And you know what?
You'll get a
might
gift
just
card.
get a little surprise.
Yeah. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Stay safe, everybody.
God bless America.
Bye.
Bye.